This one was sent in by Jacob Locker. Thank you by Jacob. By Jacob. It's by,
You're welcome. By us.
it's by Yahoo Answers user Jess, who asks, "What is the stripper etiquette for Canada?" Okay, this is a random thought. I have no intention of going to a strip club, even though I am legal, FYI. It's just this is bugging me. First off, you're totally thinking about going to a strip club, but...
Yeah.
You know how in movies they toss strippers dollar bills? Well, in Canada, we have loonies and toonies. So, do you, like, toss coins at the person?
Oh, God.
Or are Canadian strippers more costly than Americans just because of our bill system? In Canada, is the minimum bill tossing rule is $5, since that's our smallest bill? I'm honestly not trying to be rude, so if it offends anyone, I really mean no harm.
I want you to know, Griffin, that after, what is this, episode 79 episodes, you finally asked a Yahoo Answers question that made me go, wait, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Is it?
Well, do you just throw the coins at them? That seems rude.
Hey, whatever happened, excuse me, whatever happened to Galexia who used to dance here?
Yeah, that was real sad, eh? She got a loony in her poonie.
Oh, Justin.
It was a real sad situation, that one, eh?
Oh, God. So, a loonie, I just Googled, is a Canadian $1 coin.
Yeah.
Here, first of all, I would like to point out that I believe that this person has never been to a strip club, because no strip club I've ever been to incorporates just throwing money at the stripper.
Take these!
You're like wadding up the bill and trying to hit her in the face with it. That's not how that works.
I have to disagree with you here, Travis. I actually saw a stripper who was, I believe, a little person. If not, she was quite short. Put a cup in front of her zone down there. Her
zone.
Her sin spot. Yeah, she put a cup in front of her zone, and people took turns throwing dollar bills in there, and if they...
That's the worst Bozo Show game I've ever
if
had.
they sunk a shot, then they got... Well, it's unspeakable what happened to them, but...
Oh, Jesus.
It sounds like when
No,
you go to
he
a
was not there, Travis. I'm sorry. He was not there that night.
So the Canadian version, it sounds like whenever you go to like a Taco Bell and they have that little thing where you drop the quarter in and you try to land it on the plates, and if you do, you get like a crunch wrap. But instead of that, you try to throw a loony on a lady's bosom.
Right.
I understand now why every time I've gone to a Canadian strip club, they have those little bus driver change things on their belts, and you give them a $5 bill, and you're like, I need 3 back, and they're like, okay, ka-chunk, 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 and they hand you 3 coins. I get it now.
That's a very erotic exchange.
So erotic.
Yeah. And it's nice because you can get a Snickers just right, the machine's right there. So
Yeah.
they hate that though. You're trying to
Canada,
make
your
change.
money is really weird, Canada. You have things called loonies and toonies.
But there's this thing. I'm so on this tip though, because every other country besides us, they are all like their $1 bill. They realize it's not worth anything, and you can buy nothing with it. So there's just a coin. In England, they have coins that are like worth $4 or $5. It's ridiculous.
What I love that every time we do it, every time America tries to do a dollar quarter or a dollar coin, it's such bullshit, and everyone's like, "What is this?" Never mind. And like the only time you ever need them is if you pay like a parking garage, or when you go to the bank and they give you like a Sacagawea coin, and you're like, "Ah, damn it!" And then it sits in a drawer forever and ever and ever.
Yeah, because you can never find. It's like it's enough of a big deal to find a machine that uses it. That like advertises it. Like you can use a dollar coin here.
Except at theme parks, amusement parks,
They are crazy about the Sacagawea dollar coin.
For some reason, the only way to get like a locker is to turn your money into Sacagawea coins and then put them in the locker. It's like, why don't you just take dollars?
This is all very funny. I think it's dangerous to throw coins at a lady.
Yep.
Can we agree at that? Because these,
what other circumstance would that be okay in?
I'm looking at these loonies and these toonies, and they look like some heavy alloys. So, you got to throw a $5, and if that's the case, Canadian strippers must be like ballin'.
Oh yeah, like Scarface. Totally rich.
Well, the trick is you have to form it into a paper airplane, and they have to catch it out of the air, or else they don't get to keep it.
And they can't use their hands, which is,
I think is awful what you just said.
Terrible.
Is it possible that you only throw it a fifth as frequently as Americans do? Are we talking
Oh.
about lump sums?
Okay, so you're saying like it's $5, but the standards of performance are much higher.
The standards of performance, and instead of throwing like a buckaroo every
Lump.
every 5 minutes or so to get a look see, you
Yeah.
throw a $5 every half an hour, and then you just get the whole kit and caboodle.
Lump sums for some lumps. It seems fair to me.
Okay.
Maybe our Canadian erotic exotic dancers are working it 5 times as hard.
That's what
Maybe
I'm
they are
saying.
getting.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe it's like, hey, Darla, you look like an American up there, eh? You work
So
it
it's-
5 times more than that. Shake it down. Get that
What
syrup
I would
everywhere.
like to imagine is they've just done away with like the slow, sexy, like takes 5 minutes, and they've just like pumped it up, and it's like house techno beats.
Oh, they put on some dubstep, and they
and
just
they are
fucking
fucking
stomp to
sweating
it.
their asses off the whole time, and it's a challenge. It's like, do
Yeah.
you want this $5? You're gonna have to work it.
Are you crumping right now?
Is that Zumba? Let's move on to another question. Although I would actually, we've never asked this. If you do have some actual insight to that question, I would genuinely.
Right? You kind of want to know now.
Yeah, I kind of would like. I am kind of curious about it.
I'm gonna say no. I think instead of being inquisitive, we need to be instructive, and I'm going to go ahead and say blanket statement: don't throw a coin at a lady.
Right. Don't throw.
It's
You
not-
slide it across the floor to her.
Yeah, you could slide her a tiny bag.
Oh, you flip it like you're an old style gangster. You're just like,
yeah.
here's $1, chick.
Let me get a pape. Like, oh, I can't. I don't have a pape. I've got a pasty.